Hello everyone, and welcome to day 2 of your daily Chafetz Chaim, as we continue the Chafetz Chaim's introduction to the laws of Lashon Hara. And he says as follows: as we investigate and try to understand what are the main causes that have led to this lengthy exile that we find ourselves in, we will find many different reasons. However, the sins of speech are above all else, for many reasons, as he explains. Firstly, because this was the main reason for the exile in the first place, as we mentioned already yesterday from the Yerushalmi. If we haven't been able to correct this sin, how can we possibly get out of this exile? Because if it was so terrible that it was able to remove us from the land of Israel, certainly it will not allow us to return. Furthermore, we know that the original exile was decreed because of the story, the episode of the spies. And as we know, he brings a verse, and as we know that the sin of the spies was the sin of Lashon Hara. And again, we obviously need to be able to correct this sin in order to end this exile. Furthermore, says the Chafetz Chaim, we find that this sin causes tremendous hardship and difficulty for the Jewish people, as we find with the episode of Moshe, when he encountered a Jew who was prepared to say Lashon Hara. Moshe said, "Now I understand why the Jewish people have not yet been redeemed." And the Medrash even goes on to say that Hashem says, in this world where we are living today, I have removed my presence from among you because you have spoken Lashon Hara. But in the world to come, where there will be no more Lashon Hara, then my presence will be able to once again rest among you. And furthermore, the Pasuk says that, the way it's explained by our sages, that when is Hashem considered to be king over the Jewish people? Only when we have unity. And there cannot be unity when there is Lashon Hara. In addition to all of this, the Chafetz Chaim says, how is it possible that we could receive all of the blessings that we are yearning for and asking Hashem to shower us with, if we are actually going to be subject to curses? As we know, the Torah says that the curse falls upon a person who speaks Lashon Hara. And if a person has a curse, they certainly cannot receive blessing. In addition to all of this, we find the Gemara that we mentioned yesterday in Erechin that says that the sin of Lashon Hara is so great that it can even lead a person down a path to a point where he becomes a heretic, where he is considered to not even believe in God. And that is obviously a very terrible thing, chas v'shalom. And finally, he says the Gemara in the Yerushalmi in Peah says that the sin of Lashon Hara is a sin that a person is punished for both in this world and in the world to come. And he ends off with saying that if you'll continue on in this introduction and you read through and learn through carefully his other work, one of the other works that the Chafetz Chaim wrote, Kal Shmiras HaLashon, where there he gathers all of the different statements of our sages from all the different sources about Lashon Hara. He says if a person really learns through that well, his hair will stand on end when he recognizes the gravity of this sin.